Welcome back to MotivatesUAll, where we turn dreams into reality and inspire each other to be the best version of ourselves. I'm thrilled to have you join me today on another journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Honesty is the best policy, meaning people who cheat will not prosper. Story: The Woodcutter and the Axe. Once there was a poor woodcutter who used to earn his living by selling wood to the nearby villages. Every day he would go into the forest, chop wood, and return with a heavy bundle on his head. Despite working hard from dawn to dusk, he and his wife could barely make ends meet. But that never came in the way of working honestly, and he was happy with his life. One day he was cutting a tree on the bank of a river. The axe slipped out of his hand and fell into the river. The river was deep, and he did not know how to swim. The poor man was heartbroken because the axe was his only source of livelihood. While he was sitting on the bank of the river pondering his misfortune and how to get another axe, a water fairy suddenly appeared from the river. "What is your problem? Why are you so sad?" she asked him. The woodcutter told her that his axe had fallen in the river, and since he did not know how to swim, he could not retrieve it. The fairy smiled and told him not to worry. She went into the river and brought out a golden axe. "Woodcutter, take your axe," she told him. The woodcutter shook his head. "I am sorry, but this is not my axe," he replied. Without another word, the fairy disappeared into the water, and this time she came out with a silver axe. "This must be your axe!" The woodcutter again shook his head and said, "Oh no, this too is not my axe. Mine is an ordinary iron axe. I will be very thankful if you can get that for me." The fairy went back for the last time. Now when she came back, her hands were full. In one hand, she carried the woodcutter's iron axe, and in the other hand, she carried the golden and silver axes as well as a box full of gold coins. She gave everything to the woodcutter and told him, "You are an honest man. I was just testing you each time I brought out a different axe. I am very pleased with your honesty. Here, take all these and live happily from now on," said the fairy. The woodcutter stood on the bank of the river and thanked the fairy, who immediately disappeared into the river. He could not believe his eyes. He went home with great excitement and narrated the whole incident to his wife. The neighbor's wife overheard him saying he was jealous. Immediately, she rushed home and told her husband all that she had heard. She asked her husband to do the same thing so that even they could become rich. The next day, the neighbor, who was also a woodcutter, went to the same place and began cutting wood. After a while, he threw his axe into the river on purpose and started crying loudly. The river fairy appeared and asked why he was crying. He told her that he had lost his axe in the river. She then went into the river and brought out the iron axe. "Is this your axe?" asked the fairy. "No, that is not my axe," replied the greedy woodcutter. The fairy disappeared and came out with a silver axe. The woodcutter knew she would bring up the golden axe next time. So he said again, "That is not my axe." The fairy went down a third time and brought out a golden axe. On seeing the golden axe, the greedy woodcutter reached out for the axe. "Yes, yes, this is mine!" he cried out, annoyed by his dishonesty and greediness. The fairy said, "How dare you lie to me? For your greediness, I will punish you." So saying, she threw the golden axe into the river and disappeared. The greedy woodcutter had to go back home empty-handed, losing his iron axe too. He learned his lesson, but very late in life. So, are you ready to unleash the powerhouse that's been lying dormant within you? Smash that like button if you are, and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Don't forget to subscribe and to share your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing your stories and insights.